Alright, Darksiders, I don't know if you can see my shirt, but like I'm sweating here. I just got finished watching Godzilla vs. Kong, a movie that a lot of us were looking forward to. And man, I want to share my thoughts with you about this film because this was something that a lot of us were waiting to see. I will not spoil anything for you in case you haven't seen it. But listen, overall, I thought this movie was... There were so many things wrong with this film, but if I have to talk about something positive, I do have to say the CGI. The CGI was on point. I ain't lying, man. It was really, really good.
Make a clap to this.
And I was super impressed with the level of detail that they used for all of the different monsters in this. Very impressive. They weren't afraid to show us close-ups when they needed to because they were that confident in the rendering, and the rendering was on point. The visual value of this was really good, but the rest of this I did not like at all. It really felt like I was watching an old Transformers movie, almost from every way that this thing was built, from the way that it was shot, from some aspects, from the way that they used the use of saturated color. It really almost felt like a Michael Bay film that I was watching here. Even how they told the story to me felt a bit antiquated. So let's jump into the story here because I had a big problem with that. And a big problem of the story with me, number one, was the pacing. I felt like it was slow. I had a hard time getting through it at some points. But I also had a hard time getting through the story build here because I felt like the tone of this was not effective because they tried to do too much. Let's face it, we were watching this movie for a spectacle. Weren't you? Be honest. Weren't you watching this movie because what you really wanted to see was a whole bunch of fighting between Godzilla and Kong and to see who would come out on top. That's why you watch this. But they tried to build too much emotional weight in this movie by using some devices with some of the characters as the story progresses to try and tie us to this movie in a heartfelt way. And you didn't need to do that, man. We don't care. We just want to see Kong and Godzilla fight. That's all we want to see. But instead, they try and craft this story with this emotional way that doesn't work. They have all these different characters in this story that don't really need to be there, so a lot of that could have been cut out. And then on top of it, when we get to the climax in this story, this third act, if you will, and we see how the main antagonist is taken down, and you're thinking, ay, ay, ay. Not like that. Not like that. No. I mean, you got to remember, I can't spoil it, you got to remember how, I'm just going to do this. If you saw it, you know what this means. Really? We do this and then the stuff happens and that's how we take the antagonist out? Not like that. Not like that. We waited so long to see this epic fight that a lot of us knew was coming in this movie, and we see it in like that. Now, maybe you love this movie, and please, for the love of cookies, you have to tell me why. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.